Ciao ragazzi, this is Fabrizio Brienza on Growing Up Italian podcast. Watch it, huh? It'll be good.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
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 Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Woo! As long as you're comfortable. That's my dad in the morning. When he's brushing his teeth. Like, you got that thing or no?
Like I have like an octopus in my throat.
An octopus, really?
Yeah, you know that fucking.
Is that like a real thing?
No, it's a thing they say like that.
In Puglia, they say that?
Polypo. You have a polypo in your in Angola.
In Angola.
You know that they try to fucking to climb. You know the fucking octopus. The way they do it.
So Fabrizio, we usually just start rolling and then we'll like do the introduction later. But yeah, are we rolling by the way?
We're rolling, guys.
Yeah, so like yeah, I think this might be literally one of the biggest podcasts we've done in a while.
Salud.
Salud.
I mean, you don't salute
Cheers, and not to
with an
espresso.
espresso.
Only Americans do that. You ever see like
Salute espresso?
yeah, if you have an espresso with someone that's like really
I
not
know, you
about
don't-
that
you don't do
life, they like jing jing. I'm like, brother, that's coffee. You gonna like because some people look at it as a shot, like an espresso shot.
You don't do that, but we are Americans now.
You too? You're not American, my friend. You're as off the boat as they come.
No, but I'm American too. I'm both. I got two passports. But
Yeah?
yeah.
Like you got.
I'm untouchable.
But wait, how did you get your American passport? You married an American girl or something?
No. Actually, I think I'm the only Italian that I know that he never married anybody for the papers and never did whatever. I just got it like the right way.
A little closer? Ci vuole poco più vicino, I'm sorry.
What about più vicino?
I know you didn't like it because you still like it was
A little
too
more, a
close
little
to you.
more. A little more, a little more.
So wait, so how did you
A little up.
No, probably a little more.
So I'm sorry, you were saying you're the only Italian that didn't get married for his papers.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it because I came over here with I got the visa, the modeling visa.
Okay.
You know, it's called the H-1B. That basically you have to show that you are better than an American in doing what you do.
Right. That's the credentials.
That's the credential.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And so,
you were better modeling than any American.
no, not that better than any American, but you know, like
You were a very good model.
yeah, stuff like that.
And what year was this, more or less?
90.
This is in the 90s.
Yeah, mid-90s, like
Mid-90s.
95, something like that.
95,
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like 30 years we're talking about.
Something,
you know,
yeah,
29,
30 years, baby.
ago.
I lived
So
in
you're 30
America
years-
more than in Italy now.
All right, so you're officially
Basically,
American.
I'm
now.
American. Yeah, and then, you know, you do the visa. The visa is 3 years, renewable, another 3 years. I did that. Then in the next 3 years, you can apply for the green card, which I did. I got the green card. And then after 4 years of the green card, you can apply for the citizenship. And,
Congratulations.
so I did
good.
that, bada bing, bada boom, did the thing, studied the the American Constitution, which is a book this big. And I did the interview. And when I did the interview, I saw a bunch of like, can we say it?
Yeah, see whatever you
Like
want.
Mexicans, Filipinos, and everything that they were over there. I was like, I think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
So
Because you were a model.
I was dressed up too, you know, and so I got it. You know, that was a good thing. That was the best thing that I ever did. I think
The
I love it.
confidence. You had confidence.
So now they cannot deport me no more.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Confidence, yeah, confidence.
You're locked in. No, I like
Locked
that.
in, baby.
I like that.
America.
So when you first came here, besides modeling, what else did you do? Because I see you do like a bunch of stuff. You're actor. You're a man of many trades. I would say.
I do a bunch of stuff because you know, like, never put all your eggs in one basket.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So
like they say,
I'm a natural born hustler. We hustle, but a good level hustler, not street hustler.
Yeah.
But we do everything, you know. I do consulting for nightlife. I used to do the modeling, a little bit of acting, a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I was laughing because there's a quote: "The average millionaire has 7 sources of income."
Yeah.
So I know just from hearing about you, because we know each other a while. I've seen you at a bunch of Nico's events, and I ask people like, "What does Fabrizio do?" Because every time I've seen you, you pull up in a drop top. You're dressed like right now. You got snakeskin cowboy boots
Straight from Tulsa.
and like
From Tulsa King.
Tulsa
like,
King.
you look like $1 million.
Thank you.
But my friends told me that you're a door guy, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I could see it. This is the exact door guy that doesn't let me in the place, and then he shakes me down for money to get in.
No, I don't shake you down for money.
You just give it to you,
You
huh?
just give it to me naturally. But no, that's not it. Yeah, because I always worked. I love the nightlife. Since I was a kid, I threw my first party in Italy when I was like 14 years old. And guess who was the guy on the flyer?
You?
It was John Travolta in Staying Alive, dressed like this, you know? So I love that old school Italian-American thing, you know, that
Style?
that Stallone, that John Travolta, that De Niro,
You kind of give that
Scorsese.
energy.
Yeah, because because I grew up watching those guys.
Yeah.
So I think I was a sponge. So I got that thing because I like it. You know, those guys are like a real man.
You soaked it all in.
I sucked it all in.
Yeah. With John Travolta, it was like Saturday Night Fever.
Say it again?
It was like the Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever was the first one.
Yeah. But it was what kind of picture of it was of John Travolta? Was it like
It was him, like, you know,
Oh, Saturday Night
with
Fever
that,
vibes.
the dancing on the
Disco floor. Yeah.
on the disco
so,
floor.
So when you moved here, how did all that come into aspect?
So
like
then,
nightlife?
so I moved in. Okay,
and from what part of Italy again?
I'm from Campobasso, born and raised in Campobasso, which is a
Molise, right?
Molise, no
Non
man's
esiste.
land.
Non esiste, right?
Molise non
Non
esiste.
esiste.
Isn't like Molise the smallest region in Italy or something like that?
No, I think it's Valle d'Aosta or something like up in the north.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
but it's one of the smaller regions.
But it's one of the smallest. It's one of, you know, like they say, there's a movie in Italy. It's called Cristo si è fermato a Eboli.
Sì, noi siamo vicino a Eboli.
Yeah, because you know there's nothing going on over there. It should be like Cristo si è fermato a Campobasso too, because there
work,
is.
it could
I
work.
mean, it's a happy oasis. I mean, the nature is beautiful. You know, it's but there is nothing. Nothing is going on. It's very difficult to get to it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a very organic, happy, nothing going on type of place, nature or you know life. You know, I feel like Campobasso is nice when you are a little kid, up to like 14, 15, or when you are super old, like 80s and up.
Yeah.
Because in between,
Because there's no work for people that are.
there
trying
is
to make-
work, but you know, it's like that whatever work. You know, the family thing, you take over, you work, you know,
farm,
the
the farm.
farm, the where, you know, it's like there is no, if you're ambitious or if you have dreams that you want to create something, you can forget about that in Campobasso, you know? But, so that's why I left. And I'm not the typical Italian. You know, typical Italian, like for example, my aunt, my cousins, all that thing, they keep the kids next to them. And if you want to get away, they give you a guilty trip. What, are you going to leave your mama alone now?
Or like to leave Italy, you're saying?
Yeah, to leave Italy or to go even like from Campobasso, you go to Milan or Rome or some other
Or
place.
England, whatever, Germany.
Or England, all over, wherever, you know, the opportunity takes you. But the Italians' moms, mostly, especially from the South, they want, and the kids, they are the same. I mean, all my friends that I grew up with, if you put them outside Campobasso, they have anxiety attacks. They love it over there.
It's like a bubble.
It's like they've never been outside before.
Yeah. I mean, you put them in the big city, they
Yeah, they like it.
don't like it.
I have a friend because our town's very little too, very small amount of people, and when you bring those kids outside of that situation to another situation, they go crazy.
That's exactly the same thing.
Like when they come visit New York, like they wanna. Like,
They wanna go
nuts.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have anxiety. They need to be. So I'm not like that at all. I just want to go. I want to explore. I want to open my mind. I want to meet a different culture, different everything. I want to experience life. Because they wait, what the hell is that? It's always the same shit every day. And I lived a little bit all over the place, and everywhere life is like this. I love New York because here life is like this.
Yeah.
It's an emotional, financial
yeah.
roller coaster.
It's like Bitcoin before it hit 90.
Yeah. It's like one day you're on top of the world, the next day you're like up down in the gutter, then you go back up, but then you don't know what's going on, and then you get a job, then you don't have it, then it's like but it keeps you.
You like that?
I love that because you never get bored. I know it's risky.
Yeah.
You're always on the edge, but why not?
Yeah.
You never thought about Miami? Like you're fit in a.
I lived in Miami for 10 years.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my first start. Actually, I came over here the first time. It was 94. I came here for love. I always wanted to come to
For
America.
eggs?
Huh?
For eggs?
You love.
For love. Love eggs? What is it?
He love.
Uovi.
Yeah. He's trying to make a joke.
Oh,
Our Italian's really bad. He tried to say eggs in Italian.
Uovi.
Oh, love.
Yeah. All right, so you came for love.
No, the thing is, I was living in Milan at some point, and I was doing the modeling, right?
Yeah.
So I meet these girls, whatever, in Paris and everything. I fall in love. She was from New York. She was a mulatta girl from Harlem. So when she came back to New York, 2 months later, I came to New York too.
To live with her, or
No, because I had a friend of
her?
mine. I had a friend of mine that he was living over here. Colavita, the oil, the
Yeah.
olive
Yeah,
oil.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we grew up together. He lives
wow.
across the street from me.
that's a good guy. I might need that plug, by the way.
That's a big oil. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like my brother. And so I came here. He came pick me up, and we went to Staten Island. No, Newark,
New Jersey.
and New Jersey. They can pick us up with a limo, and we had the dinner with all the old school. Can we say
How you
wise
doing?
guy?
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
How you doing?
The this, the. Okay.
Secret.
Okay, cut that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. That tagliato.
So yeah, you were hanging out. You were hanging out with guys.
We guys, because those guys, they all do import-export food business.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
Especially Colavita makes sense.
yeah. Vabbè, okay, so they cut that. Let's make it the non-names because it's just, I don't want to go swim with the fish. So that was my first day, but whatever. So we cut that. So I lived with this girl, and I lived with this girl in Harlem in the 90s.
Wow. A zip in Harlem.
Yeah.
We should write a movie about this.
Yeah.
Zipping on.
Zip
Like
in
a
Harlem.
dip in Harlem too. And to me, because I always loved American cinema and everything, and I always wanted to come over here. Actually, when I was 11 years old, I wrote a letter to the Italian ambassador in Hawaii because I wanted to be a surfer in Hawaii. And he wrote me back.
You want it to be everything, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to be everything.
You were very ambitious.
Yeah, he wrote me back. He was like, yo, he goes like, if you come over here, you need a sponsor, the visa, all that time. But I was 11 years old. I didn't know. And because I wanted to be a surfer in Hawaii. That was my goal. But then I changed it. I switched. So I came
Did
over
your
here.
mom go with you to bring the letter?
No, I just put it in a fucking mailbox. Yeah.
It's like when your mom used to make you write letters to Santa Claus. Like
No. I wrote it on my own. I know a friend of mine, like an older guy.
he helped you.
He helped me
Okay,
because,
okay.
the
That
way-
makes a lot of sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, that guy was like, oh, tengo una bella idea, Fabri. Manu messaggio, Hawaii. They were like, how does that even happen? That's just funny.
Yeah, but it's crazy because he wrote me
Responded.
back. But so anyway, so when I came over here, what was I saying? I have a DD, by the way, so I jumped from one thing
About
to
you in
another.
Harlem. About you in Harlem.
So I was in Harlem, and to me, it reminded me because one of my favorite movies back in the days when I was living in Italy was like Do the Right Thing, the Spike Lee movie. It looked like it's Do the Right Thing movie over there. I was looking at the window. There was like the fire escape, thing outside. And in Italy, you don't have that thing. And I was hanging out on that thing, and I see people smoking crack downstairs. Like all the gangs playing football on the thing. And I was like, this is fucking Do the Right Thing. But it was And I was going around Harlem, and everybody was looking at me weird. And I was like, "Why?" It's like. And then somebody told me, "said there is no white people in Harlem." I mean, now it's different, but back in the days, because if you're like a white person in Harlem, you can only be two things. I was like, "What? A cop or a corpse?"
Go formaggio, Italian cheese, the way it's meant to be. These artisan wraps are stuffed with fresh mozz. Fresh mozzarella, the way it's meant to be. Taste the formaggio difference. Available at ShopRite, Key Food, Hannah Ford, Costco, Sam's Club, and Walmart. Get formaggio today.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." But anyway, nothing ever happened to me. I was fine. It was a very interesting experience.
Short
I
stint.
love it. And also in Harlem, to be honest with you, he reminded me of Naples.
Yeah.
Harlem is exactly like Naples.
So how long
No
were you
rules.
How long were you living in Harlem for?
Selling every kind of shit on the street. Everybody's yelling. Everybody. This mic, baby.
You can move it back a little bit. Move it back a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Yeah.
How long were you in Harlem for?
So I was in Harlem about a few months. Then I get a job because I was doing the modeling too. I had an agency over here and everything. So I get a job in Miami, a modeling job. I've never been to Miami. I'm Italian. I just came to New York. Campobasso, where I'm from, is got exactly the same weather of New York because it's on the same how do you say longitude?
Yeah, longitude. Yeah.
Because Campobasso is like 800 meters above the sea level, and New York too. And New York back in the days it was snowy like a motherfucker, super cold. Campobasso is the same shit.
Oh, in winter you're saying?
In the winter, and it was winter time.
But summertime it's
No, summertime is the same shit
it's
too.
the same of it,
Super
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
And but the difference is that in Campobasso, which is when it snows, fucking 10 feet, good luck, because there is no like snow plows.
you're stuck there.
You stuck. You can even fucking leave the house because you gotta wait until the snow melts.
Unless you got to shovel.
It's
your
not like
way.
in New York that half hour later all the trucks arrive and they clear all that stuff.
Salt and all
So
that.
for me, it was like a natural. I didn't feel any. But when I got the job in Miami, I arrived to Miami. They come pick me up at the airport. The photographers, all the models and everything. It was February. I was dressed like a penguin over here. Like super cold, white like a ghost, not 10 at all. These people, they come pick me up. Everybody looks amazing. Everybody's 10. Everybody's like half naked. Those girls 6 feet tall. I was like,
This is heaven.
what is this? Is paradise? I was supposed to stay in Miami 2 days for the job. I stayed 2 months. So they put me in this hotel. They go like, we can pick you up tonight. We go out. I was like, okay, fine.
This is like Gianni Versace days where like Italians were celebrated.
That's exactly it. And actually, the job was for him.
Oh, it was Versace.
Yeah, and
amazing.
So they come pick me up. We go out. And Miami, back in the days, in the early, late 90s, was the best place in the world.
It's like Scarface vibes, right? Like
Yeah, there was like, 3-4 type of people in Miami. It was old people, walking with the walker, because people from New York, from the East Coast, they go down.
retire, yeah.
They retire over there. Models, because the modeling business was booming, thanks to Versace, people, Europeans, they go shut catalogs over there because Miami's got that beautiful light and also was super cheap. And Miami Vice, Scarface type of drug dealers.
with a lot of money.
With a suit like this, a linen suit, pastel colors, driving a Lamborghini Countach or one of those type of cars. And girls, an unbelievable, spectacular hot girls in a bikini, walking up and down. And all these old Cuban guys, they were playing cards and everything outside those Cuban restaurants and stuff like that. And those girls, they were walking up and down, those models. And to me, the thing that I still remember, those guys didn't give a shit about those girls. I was like, if those things were happening in Italy, those girls, they were like fucking 75 dudes stalking them.
Yeah.
Like a hungry dog.
Yeah.
Italians are like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're very aggressive with the
When
girl.
you were seeing all this, you felt inspired to.
No, I felt I felt amazing because, okay, and then the celebrity, they were like Prince at a nightclub, Madonna was living there, Stallone at a bar, De Niro was there, Sean Penn at a bar. I mean, it was amazing. And everybody was very bohemian. You go to the beach, there is like those spectacular girls, boyfriends, they were like those surfers, skaters, long hair, tattoos, broke, you know? No gold digging business, you know, like today's day. It was very organic. It was a magic place. I loved Miami Beach back in the days. And then I met this guy that is, you know, he basically took me under his wing and he, in the nightlife world, and he gave me a shot and I ran with it.
So he gave you a shot to be working in the
Yeah.
nightclub.
Yes. This guy was a notoriously tough guy. You know,
He was a tough guy.
Yeah.
Like he knew how to fight and stuff too.
and also
Yeah.
very connect.
Okay.
We're not gonna make any names.
Powerful guy.
Powerful guy, very powerful guy. He liked me because also he's Italian American.
I feel like
And I
it
didn't
sounds like Furio, like the story. You're actually the real life Furio.
Rio Junta.
I just thought of it
From
right
Sopranos?
now. He's the real life Furio, bro. That's amazing.
I met Furio.
So this guy, like, what did he have? You don't have to get into specifics of what you had to do, but what did you specifically do in a nightlife business?
So basically, I was in Miami. I had a girlfriend, another girlfriend, which actually I met at a Mickey Rourke's bar. Mickey Rourke was the man back in the days, in the 90s. He was like the new Marlon Brando guy. And he had a bar, and Mickey Rourke was crazy, but crazy in the best way possible. You know, it was wild, a wild guy, you know, very, no filter, very honest. I'm not gonna go into details because maybe it's not suited for a podcast, but I was doing the modeling at that day, and the modeling was great because all I have to work few days per month. I pay all the bills. I have this girlfriend I love. I'm at the beach every day. I never wear shoes because I live the hippie lifestyle, and it was beautiful. And then some Italian friends, they asked me to run the door of a party that they were throwing. And I did that. And this notorious connected guy, he came with his entourage. I let him in, whatever. One of the entourage guys, this, you know, very flamboyant guy. Do you remember the club kids from the 80s, 90s, you know, from New York?
Yeah.
That they were doing the limelight and everything. One of them came to me and said, listen, he wants you to run this. There was the best club back in the days in Miami. In Miami Beach, it's all about the nightlife.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Still.
If you run the door, you decide who gets in, who doesn't, in the best club in Miami, you like the mayor.
Yeah. You're forgetting free meals everywhere you go.
Wherever, anything you want, you know? And but I didn't want to do it because I was doing the modeling and I already had like a previous experience on the nightclub and they killed me. Because I'm not used to go to sleep at 5, 6 in the morning, dealing with a bunch of fucking crazy people every night, thousands of them. And you know, it drains your energy. So I had this stint before. Do you remember the club was called the Shadow Lounge? It's an ex-synagogue. Did you ever see the movie Bad Boys?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
You see when the guy dies of overdose in the nightclub
yeah.
and they throw him in the alley. And then Martin Lawrence has a fight with those gangsters in the bathroom with a fish tank. They break everything.
Yeah.
That's the Shadow Lounge.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which is spectacular because it's an ex-synagogue. The ceiling is incredible. I mean, it's a spectacular place. It was. So I did that. When I opened that. And I worked over there for a few months and then I quit because I could not take it anymore, but it was great. It's great money, great connection, great everything. And they give me, you know, I could do anything, but then I quit because it's like, you know, I lost 20 pounds. I was white like a ghost. I want to look good and do a couple of photo shoots, make the money, and go to the beach. That's all I want to do.
Can I ask you a real quick question,
Yeah.
though? When when you started being a doorman, and they were teaching you the ropes of how to be a good doorman, as far as credentials, like when someone comes, how do you spot a good client and a bad client?
So the notorious tough guy, he told me, because the club was it was a Studio 54 type of situation.
So how to spot?
But like all Ellis, I mean, it was spectacular. He told me this, because it was a big club too. It was like 1,200, 1,500 people capacity. And on the street, there were like 3,000 people. I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'4", and I had to stand on an apple box to point the people. And I had,
so you could see down the
so
line.
I can see, because the people, they were everywhere. It's not like in New York, they put you on the sidewalk, on the sides. In Miami, you on the street, you everywhere. And I had 2 assistant doormen that they opened the door while I pointed at the people, right? And I had like 15 security guys. The door was huge.
Yeah.
But the guy came to me and said, Fabrizio, listen.
Like that though, the way you're explaining it though, the first thing I think about, it's not easy to make a lot of money, like tips like that. I mean, unless when it actually gets you, but you can't like talk to someone and be like, I'll give you $500 to get me in.
No, but the thing is that I don't do that, because I cannot jeopardize the club for somebody
So you held the tight
that
door.
gives me. No, I mean, if I want to make money, I can make a stupid money every day. But I don't do that, because that's my job.
Your reputation.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I have my clients and everything,
Right.
but I cannot take care of somebody that it doesn't look the part, or they don't belong, just because they give me like $1,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not. It doesn't work like that. You know. Also,
You're a good door guy then.
yeah, because if I do that, I will last like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's not, you cannot buy a Wayne. You know what I mean? I mean, if you want to take care of me the legit way, sure, why not? But you still have to do what you gotta do. You know? Yeah. So that's because either way it makes no sense. You know what I mean? But also, no, it doesn't work like that.
So you're picking up people.
I'm picking up people, and so the guy come outside and say, Fabrizio, listen, think about, this is your house. This is your house. Would you let that guy inside your house? And then everything got clear in my head.
That's a good way to put it.
Then I understood.
Do you want this guy like looking through your refrigerator, sitting on your couch?
I understood the assignment like that. Because, what do you want in your house? You want a bunch of beautiful girls, a bunch of like cool people, basically. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's how you create the vibe. You don't want just anybody. Or you know, even if it's somebody that I know for many years and is my friend and everything, but he doesn't look good or he doesn't bring the right people and everything, I'm not gonna take care of it.
Yeah, even if it's your friend.
Oh yeah, I do that shit all the time.
Fabrizio, please.
Not tonight, baby.
Oh, come back with the black shoes, all right?
Come back, but they know, but it's a job, you know. It's like it's.
Is that the most of it? Is just about being dressed right, though?
Because the thing is that it's all about the vibe, about the look. Before, back in the days, it was like everybody gotta look like everybody's gotta be this big, this tall. Everybody's gotta look this way. You know, it's like a very look oriented. Because when you go to a nightclub,
especially in Miami.
My here too, but but Miami now it's not the same.
No, it's not the same?
No, not even close. But
That'll probably segue to my next question.
no, because when you go to a nightclub, it's dark, right? When you see a girl that she's tall, even from the back, you'd be like, oh shit. Then she turns around and forget about her.
What does that mean?
It's just
She's gorgeous.
no. It's the opposite of that.
Oh, that forget about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, you better forget about it.
There's a lot of those.
Maybe she has no, but I'm just making an example.
Right.
You see a girl from the back, you'd be like, oh shit, look at that size, it's spectacular. And then she turns around and she looks like a
Forget about it.
Godzilla or some shit. You know, it'd be like a. But in the meantime, the size made you look.
Yeah.
If you see a girl that she's like super cute and everything, but she's look like a little bomboniera. What do you call like those things that you give it at the first communion?
The weddings, yeah.
Yeah. You'd be like, what do? I put you in my pocket.
Oh, Kujis, are you tired of these ads? Listen, I'm sorry. We got to keep the lights on over here. But listen, we got something special for you. We just launched our Patreon. Spend a couple dollars. You don't have to watch these ads no more. B, what else can they do?
Listen, you'll get some behind the scenes of what we do in a day, a little bit before the show, maybe sometimes after the show, and you'll watch the show without the ads. You won't have to hear these ads anymore. You can just watch the whole show without any breaks.
Yeah, you get a full podcast, uncensored, unedited, full cut. What you see is what you get. No more ads. That's the best part. So go out there, support the fellas, and do the right thing, all right?
Yeah, click the link in the description to go on Patreon.
You know?
Those are the ones that I used to.
So the size is
You can
important.
tell he likes the models. The
Yeah,
6
he
feet.
goes 6'5" and over, right?
Yeah.
No, not the girl. 6'5" would be like No, I like the bomboniere, but we're talking business right here. You know what I mean? This is a nightclub. It's a job.
That's
you know?
why he does a job and I don't.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a job, you know. And also, like, but today's day, which you don't have a lot of like giraffes no more. I don't know. The new generation, I guess they didn't drink the milk. Shit, I don't know what happened.
The water.
So
the
now
water.
I go more with the vibes.
Yeah.
If the vibe is good. Also, you know, like for me, it's very easy to take care of you if you look cool.
What's the vibe? Like, if me and Sabino are at the door.
I look cool, but don't
jewelry.
look like I don't put like those khaki pants, this fucking with a backpack. What are you going like hiking? Get the fuck, you know, like all with the sweatpants and the fucking. I mean, I found that disrespectful. You come into a nightclub, you're not going to Trader Joe to buy fucking bananas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dress up a little.
Do you ever dress down, or do you sleep in a suit?
I see he wears like see-through shirts.
I got
and
three
shit.
looks. I see that. I look homeless. I look like Tony Montana.
Like now?
Or you're working out, maybe.
Yeah, or I'm in a tracksuit.
Okay, all right. You got healthy balance.
Yeah, healthy buzz. I mean, if I don't have to work, I never dress up, ever.
Okay,
If I have to work, that's a different story.
yeah.
And it's like showtime.
You're working right now.
I'm working right now.
I mean, yeah, he is working right now.
I'm working.
So my next question was, how did you go from the best in Miami to coming back to New York?
So-
how did that circle happen?
I love Miami, and Miami loved me, I must say. I did a lot of great things in Miami. I made very good money, and I loved it. But then, after years, and I had the way paved perfectly. I didn't have to do shit no more. Because Miami is small, right? I mean, it's not like New York. You make your reputation, you live with it forever. You call the shots. You call your money. I want this money. Okay.
You get people to work for you, run around for you.
No, but even like all these clubs or whatever that they want to hire you, it's like, I want this much money. And they'd be like, sure, no problem. The difference in New York is that in New York, every day is your first day of school.
That's
They
so.
don't-
That's so. I get what you're saying.
They don't care if yesterday you were the king of the world.
They don't care if you were with Celine Dion yesterday.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Today is a new day. What have you done? I was like, what? Well, you don't know me? You know me. And we worked together 5 years. They don't care. So I like that because it keeps you on your toes. You don't get comfortable. Because when you get comfortable, you get lazy. And if you get lazy in New York, might as well you move back to Campobasso. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
So that's why I like it.
That was incredible, bro. You're a natural, bro.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now I hear you're doing like a lot of acting now. You went from now modeling to acting. I'm sure you still model too, but
Yeah, still
acting's not easy, right?
No, actually, the acting to me, maybe is the most difficult things that I ever tried. Not because of the acting part. It's because of the politics
The
behind
business part.
the business part.
Yeah.
You know, there's like Mickey Rourke once said, not the best man always gets the job.
True.
It's about who you know.
You know what I mean? It's all about who
so
you know.
that's like what you said
the
about being a
name,
doorman in
the-
New York. It's every day is your first day when you're like
Every
really
day-
trying to make it in acting, I guess.
Yeah, it's you know, they don't. It's a ruthless, cutthroat business.
Is there a story you could tell us to explain
Before
that?
I used to take it personal. I was like, yo, but now I understand that there is nothing is personal. It's just the nature of the beast. And you just have to go with it. And there is a lot of, they say like the difference between the guys that they make it and the guys that they don't make it. The guy that they don't make it is because after years of hustling and trying, they'd be like, okay, I'll take the plan B.
They give up.
And the guys that they make it, they never give up. I mean, consistency. Because in Italy, they say, I forgot now. Ralle, so romba buruta ralle. It's like if you keep on hearing
The horse?
it's like if you keep on hearing this
You're gonna break
this table like a little bit
No,
every day.
Bro, my dad literally says, ralle se rompe I palle.
No, ralle so rombuta ralle.
Maybe I know.
It's
Like slowly but surely the thing will
it's the
break.
same
maybe
thing.
my dad made it up, but I've heard that before.
No, but it's like you chip in every day.
Yes,
That thing,
yes,
that
yes.
thing,
You chip
that thing.
away at it, yeah.
And then all of a
Eventually you're
sudden,
gonna break it.
yeah, all of a sudden when you least expect it, boom, the door
Well,
opens.
look, there's a couple of sayings like in English that it'll be like, it took 10 years to become an overnight success.
Exactly.
So it's the same kind of vibe.
I
that
wish it
you're
was
saying.
only 10 years.
But what you're saying is you chip away a little bit every day, and eventually you're gonna break it. So that's what you're going
That's
through.
exactly
Yeah.
the same thing.
That's how you feel, but it takes time though.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time. Especially if you're the son of nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I live for the challenge.
But I feel with you have a really good chance because when someone sees you on a screen, right away, I think who you are is a character in every situation.
Thank you.
Now, can you act like someone that's completely different? Like how big is your acting range?
I mean,
Like,
the thing
what
is
do you,
this.
What do you like to do?
The thing is this. My manager once told me, right? My ex-manager. You look the part, you book the part.
I like that.
Right.
I look Italian.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get
European.
Italian type,
I can never play the guy from
Wisconsin.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's what I was. I was literally gonna make even though you have the boots on, I don't know if you could play like a cowboy from the Midwest.
But the cowboy, the Italian, they invented that shit. All the fucking spaghetti western.
Really?
All the Clint Eastwood, the Sergio Leone.
Yo,
those.
Who's the
Italians love Clint
In the
Eastwood.
60s,
who
in the
it is?
60s, there's an Italian.
Who do you think Italians love more, Bocelli or Clint Eastwood?
I mean, they're two different, totally guys. Totally. One can see, one cannot see. I'm playing. Sorry, Bocelli.
He's a good guy, Bocelli. He's a good guy.
He's a great.
No,
he's
I
a
could see you in like Tulsa King season 3. I could definitely see you.
Yeah, I would
just
love.
told me yesterday he watched it.
Actually, I auditioned, but I didn't get it because
For real?
yeah, because but they get the thing is that also when you audition for like a big roles,
It's more likely
the name always gets the job.
Yeah.
Sometimes they make you audition just in case the name drops out
Right.
or he dies.
Right.
Then they got a backup.
Yeah.
But they already
That's
know.
kind of crazy.
They already know that he's gonna get the job. They just audition you
case.
because you never know.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's also another problem. Because how are you gonna get there if they don't give you a chance?
Yeah.
It is what it is. You just have to keep on.
The tough industry, man.
Yeah.
Very tough.
It's the industry.
But like Sabino said, you have definitely a distinct look. Like I wouldn't even have to know you, but if somebody said, "Yo, you see that Italian guy who dresses nice in New York?"
It has
like,
the fur pink coat.
it's automatically everybody knows it's you.
Thank you.
know?
No, because I take it as a game. I like to play. You know what I mean? In my mind, like even when I go to the nightclub or something, I make I read I look at the magazine, Vogue, I don't know, pictures, and I'm like, okay, tonight I'll be this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
like for example, my inspiration, I would say like a John Amat, Broadway Joe.
Sick. Yeah.
Do you remember like
On the sidelines with the
on the
fur coat.
sideline with a fucking coyote fur coat? That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we sold our soul for
So
that. Yeah.
yeah, I wanna, That's an inspiration for me.
Right,
Sylvester Stallone in the 80s, 90s. Do you remember Sylvester Stallone in the 80s?
That's the vibe I get from you.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Or I like those guys. Or like who it's like those guys from the 80s, 90s. There's big inspirations for me. Yeah, those.
So what's your wardrobe look like?
Oh, my wardrobe is fucking crazy.
How big is that?
My place looks like a showroom, not even an apartment.
You just
You
have
can
clothes
s-
everywhere.
Every fucking where. Can I curse?
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Every fucking where.
So you mean just like you have
Racks and racks. You ever go to a showroom?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So what's your address again?
Come rob me, baby. I have a home.
You have anything in size
I have
small?
home insurance.
You have anything in size small or no?
Size small? No, baby.
maybe
You're out of luck.
maybe you could wear one of his shirts to bed, Rock.
Yeah. Maybe a pair of socks you could give me,
Pair of socks. You can wear a shirt like as a dress.
So now, listen, the way I know you though, and I think a lot of people have seen your Instagram by now, your Instagram content is amazing. The first time I saw it, you want to say what the first big video was that everyone saw?
Yeah.
It was during when the outside dining happened, right? And they gave where you had to eat outside.
Yeah.
And then it was a snowstorm.
Yeah.
And you were like Broadway Joe.
Yeah. It was
How did
funny.
that? What was that idea? Like, who came up with it? I was curious how that all unfolded.
So, okay, wait. First of all, glasses or no glasses?
So whatever you feel.
They have glare, but
Huh?
Yeah, is it bothering you? Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, you-
No, it's not bothering me. I mean, it's like, but what do you say?
I think
Glasses are fine.
I think for the clips,
Okay, that's it. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Glasses. No, it's fine. So, no, I just took the glasses off so the people, they can see my beautiful eyes.
yeah.
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 I get it. They got their little 5 minutes of
Just 5 minutes
Eye
at the
time.
eyes, no more. Yeah.
The eyes,
At a
Chico.
time. So, what was the question?
The question
the-
was,
the-
how did that first social clip happen?
Okay, so I wanted to make a video. I didn't have a TikTok. I didn't have any. I mean, yes, I had the Instagram, but my Instagram got hacked, whatever. I had to start from zero and everything. And then I remember it was the COVID time, and the governor at the time was Cuomo, right? And Cuomo goes like, and it was a snowstorm outside, like a crazy snowstorm. And Cuomo goes like, now because of COVID, you can only eat outside. I was like, I called a friend of mine that was in town, this Italian guy that is like a big DP, director of photography. And he goes like, yo, let's make this video. I wanted to make a video. I was like, that I'm eating outside in the snowstorm with a big fur coat. And I say something to Cuomo.
I remember this video.
So I was like, let's do it. And then it was COVID. And let me tell you something. I love COVID. It was the best time of my life. I didn't have to do shit all day.
And you got paid for it?
Yeah, you get paid by the government. I had no FOMO. You know the FOMO, fear of missing out? Oh, I gotta go there, I gotta work, I miss. No,
You were
it
chilling.
was a nothing. It was going on.
Yeah, I don't blame you because you didn't have to wear any suits.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't have to wear any fucking suit. I mean, no, I love to wear a suit, but I didn't have to wear a suit. I was on my bicycle all day long, riding in the middle of the street on Fifth Avenue, no cars, nothing, giving the fingers to everybody, and everybody and everything. And I didn't have to do shit. I used to go to sleep at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Never in my life. Wake up at 5, 6. I belong to this crew of people. We used to go work out at the park at 7 a.m., feeling great. I know all the restaurants, all the Italian restaurants downtown. So, but they all close. But, I was allowed in. We eat. We chill.
You went through the back.
Yeah, in the back. And it was fantastic.
You own the city. You own the city.
Yeah, I mean, I felt great, and then it was a great time for me. It was very relaxed.
Yeah.
Very relaxed.
Not for the other people that went through everything with COVID, but I we get what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, it was because it looked like that movie I Am Legend with the
of
Will
course.
Smith,
The streets were empty.
like
Yeah.
a dead, like a
Right.
surreal.
Yeah.
The only thing was missing with the movie was like the tumblebees. What do you call those? Tumblebees. Those things in the desert.
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
not tumblebees. Tumbleweeds.
So snowstorm, you're outside.
So snowstorm, I'm outside, and then I called the guy. I was like, yo, the snow stopped. What are we doing? We cannot make the video. He goes like, oh, fuck. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm already in my pajama. No, actually, I'm not in a pajama. I don't sleep in a pajama. I sleep naked.
Nice.
But I was like ready for bed.
We say commando.
Commando, baby. I love the freedom. Not pajama.
Crispy, crunchy, savory, and sweet. Order what you want on Uber Eats.
Listen, guys, from now till the end of the year, December 31st, on the Uber Eats app, you go to Anthony and Sampanini shop, and you get a nice $25 off.
When you use the code Panini.
Gotta use the code Panini.
Terms apply. See app for details.
And I'm just ready to bed. I was just brushing my teeth. I was like, beautiful, relaxed. My friend called me and said, yo, Fabrizio, the snow starts to pick up again. Let's do it. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, okay, fuck it. Meet me there. Fine. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I did because this guy, he pushed me to it. I said, okay, let's meet over there. I went over there. I almost bust my ass on the way there because it was like snowing and I had the fucking boots and the slip and all the snowshoes and everything. But I made it over there. So we go there and we shoot the video. And the video was, the guy is a
What exactly did you say for the people who didn't see it?
So with these big fur coats, I had a beard, hair slicked back, suit, whatever. And I'm sitting outside. There's a fucking snowstorm, snow sideways. I'm like, I'm eating a pizza. I'm drinking a beer. I'm like, thank you, Governor Cuomo. This idea of dining outside is just fantastic. And it's like a snow in my face and everything. And that video went crazy.
Yeah.
The video.
How many views did it get?
It's like 30 million, 40 million, something crazy.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from that,
And I didn't know. I never had the TikTok. I thought TikTok was just for little kids doing the
Yeah, that's what
stupid
everybody
dance.
does. Yeah.
But then I started like that, and it was fun. It was fun. It was
so
good.
from that video, you said, okay, let me focus on social media a little bit.
No, not really. Actually, I like social media because the social media, for me, it's a self-promotion type of tool. You know what I mean?
And help with acting too.
And
huh?
help with acting tremendously. I love it actually. Because before you have to go knock at the people's house, hey, put them in a movie. And you're like, who the fuck are you? You know? But now I don't. I put the video, they see me, and they'll be like, oh shit, okay, this guy maybe is good for this
Role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they reach out to me, which is great. Because when they reach out to you, it's great. When I go to them, it's never good.
It's true. That's
They
so
run
true.
away. You know? So I love social media actually because it's really good. But you know, like social media for me is a tool of self-promotion, but I never put my private life or my things like, you know, that I really do because private life is private life.
Yeah. Social is another, private is another.
Social is, it's you know.
So do you have a social media manager? Like who shoots your content?
I do.
'Cause I
every-
see some crazy stuff.
I don't have a social media manager. I don't have anything. I just have friends with an iPhone.
That's nice.
That's all you need now.
I mean, if I
you
have an
say-
idea, I see something that I get inspired, or and I'm with you too. I was like, yo,
Shoot this.
take this, let's do this. 3 minutes, we did it,
right.
and then I'll post it, and
Whatever
see what
happens,
happens. Whatever
happens.
happens, yeah. So
No, that's good. That's good.
that's good.
So like,
So,
what do you see next happening for you? Like what makes you happy now and what's next?
I mean, the thing is that to make me happy, like for example, I was in Miami, right? Miami, I loved it and everything, but after years, I was like bored. Every day was the same. I was making money. I was living like the life, a dream life, because you had it all. But I was miserable inside. I needed that goal, that challenge. What am I gonna do in Miami? I'm gonna be this nightlife entrepreneur forever, and I have to deal with a bunch of crackheads every day of my life until like 6 a.m. Or I wanna do something else. I wanna try to maybe be a working actor, which in Miami you cannot do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I meet with this manager, and she told me, I think you got something. Come to LA. I go like, say less. I jump on a plane. I had a Ferrari at the time. I put a Ferrari a yellow Ferrari. I put this Ferrari in these trucks, that they go coast to coast. I ship it to Beverly Hills. I arrive in Beverly Hills, and I was over there for a couple of years. And let me tell you, I like LA. I like that West Coast vibe, the chill, but it's very slow, and people they talk too much shit. I like New York because New York they tell you fuck you, or I love you, and it's real. Fuck you, get the fuck out of my face. I love you. Let's do something, and it happens like that. In LA, everybody loves you. You're always the best next thing, and nothing happens. You know what I mean?
It's true too.
Tutto fumo.
Tutto fumo e niente arrosto.
Yeah.
So true.
Eventually, it'll happen, but it takes forever. And it's very chill. It's very relaxed, which LA for me is the best place to retire. Why not? You live maybe in Laguna Beach, Manhattan Beach, whatever. It's beautiful. It's relaxed. But when you want to do, and then, but the thing is that because I came to New York is because a couple of friends of mine, they got a bunch of money from some investor. They wanted to open up a nightclub. They wanted me to be part of that. So I came over here, I did the meetings, and then I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll move. And I moved over here, and we opened this nightclub and everything, and it was great. And, the rest is history. So I've been in New York since, and then I fall in love with New York. I mean, I always loved New York, but I needed an excuse to really move to New York. So I did that, and it was great. And what was the question? I forgot again.
The question was, forgot what the question was.
Uh-oh.
But you definitely didn't answer it.
AD in the house.
You definitely didn't answer it though.
I didn't answer that.
No.
So which one was it?
The question was, what's next for you, like in your career?
I mean, next for me, in the perfect world for me, would be like become a working actor.
Yeah. You did answer. Yeah, okay. So full-time acting.
You know what's weird? I could see you like producing or directing. I don't know if you like more behind the scenes.
I like it all.
Yeah.
I'm a good DP.
Okay.
I got the eye.
Yeah.
So I'm good at that. But also direct. I like, yeah. But it's a natural thing, because you got the eye. Like Quentin Tarantino said, I never went to film school.
Yeah.
I watched films.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what looks good.
That's how you learn.
Right.
And that's how you develop your own style, which I love it because everybody should have their own style. I don't like this today's day.
Copy.
How do you say
a lot.
homogenization? No, that's not a word.
No.
How do you say?
I mean
Everything is the same. Why, you love that shit?
There's no creativity.
Homogenization. That's what I meant.
imaginization?
What does that mean? Lepic?
Can you spell it for us?
Homogenization.
What is that?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Can you use it as that? O-M-A.
I feel like it's
Ginization.
Spelling bee for dummies.
A process. The process of making things uniform or similar.
Yeah, so everything.
That's it. That's what I meant. The process of making.
Homogenization.
Homogenization.
You learned a word today. It's nice.
Incredible.
Yeah, I don't like that. Because in Italian you say omogenizzazione, whatever. I don't even know. Homogenizzazione. Like the same.
If someone ate it.
Like I don't like when that everything is always the same.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's like you got your style, I got my style. He's got his style. He's got his style. And it doesn't have to be like clothing. It can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Music, this, the style of acting, the style of whatever. You know what I mean? That's what makes it interesting. That's what I love New York, because New York, it's a zoo. Everybody's on the street.
Yeah.
The homeless dude, the hooker, the fashion model, the finance bro, the crackhead on the floor,
The construction worker.
the construction worker, the
It's true,
billionaire,
it's true, though,
the
it's true.
billionaire.
We're all the same people.
You don't know who you're gonna bump into.
Exactly.
That's what makes it beautiful.
You got to go through New
And
York.
everything, like one day I was, I never forgot. It was like the best thing. I was buying it out next to a police precinct, Midtown. I see a hooker, FaceTiming, I don't know who, in a fishnet bodysuit, completely naked, and high heels. You can see everything. She was FaceTiming somebody like that. A cop 2 feet from her, like this, leaning on the wall, and a dude, a homeless dude, on the floor, 1 feet from them, sniffing glue.
Welcome to New York.
I was like, this is a fucking move, and nobody
Yeah, nobody bites it. Yeah. Just continue with your
It's
day.
actually incredible.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. I know that one that I saw. I was doing this place downtown, East Side. Very high-end place. Table full of sexy high-end people. Black tie. Oops. Everybody super dressed. Ladies very sexy and everything. They eating outside. I see a rat this big
Yeah.
running through the table.
Crazy.
Yeah. Then 10 feet that way by the park, it was a crackhead getting beaten by two dudes. Like that. Pam, pam, like pounding on this fucking guy for like 5 minutes. I was like, and everything in within like 15 feet
A
radius.
lot of action.
Then the guy got up because he was so high, smiling. He walked away by the table with the beautiful people, and those two guys that I think they robbed him. They just went the other way, and the rat passed him. I was like, "This is a fucking movie." You see shit like that every day, and it's amazing because I love it. You know,
That's why our friend New York Nico does so well.
Yeah.
He just goes around documenting New York.
Yeah. It's.
You know, that's why he's.
I love the energy. I love the. You know, it keeps you. You know when you notice the most when you leave. Like I go to Italy or whatever. I go to whatever the fuck. Then I come back at JFK. I take a fucking Uber back where I live. Already looking on the street and feeling. I already feel the energy. I feel like it's alive.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time it is. It's always alive. And I was like, oh shit. You know,
what's
I feel
funny?
like I almost have an half a boner.
What were you gonna say?
You know what's funny? I was in the city the other day, and I saw this tall Italian guy, slick back hair. He had glasses on. He had a suit, and he had the phone on the floor, and he was recording it. And he did a nice video, and he posted it on Instagram. He looked a lot like you. You know what video I'm talking about?
No.
Bad execution.
I don't put the phone on the
The
floor.
video that I saw of him too is when he pulled over the bus to tie his shoe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was incredible too.
It was funny. Besides, I took it from the man, the myth, the legend, Adriano Celentano.
Yeah.
He did it first.
That exact thing?
Yeah.
Exact thing like
That's
that.
good. He did that.
So you go back to Italy often or no?
I mean, all my family's there. I'm by myself over here.
It's
So
still just you in America?
yeah,
Wow.
only me, which I love.
Yeah.
So I don't have the parents, relatives in my ears all day long.
Right.
Yeah, I'm by myself. Always by myself and everything. I speak with my mom every day. We FaceTime. I love my mom.
Thank God for that, right?
Thank God from that. Because, you know, the Italian mom, my mom, she's cool. She's not like the typical Italian mom that she always had to rail you in. Come back. You know, she's like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
As long as you're good, I'm good.
Right.
So,
That's nice. That's
so
nice.
she sees, you know, moms, they know best. Moms, as soon as she sees your eyes, she already knows if something is wrong or you okay, you know. So
Right.
that's good. But, you know, usually I go back to Italy like once a year. But now I haven't been in a few years, actually. Because I'm busy and, you know, it's like, fuck it.
What are you gonna do there?
Huh?
What are you gonna do there besides see your
No,
family?
when I go to Italy is, I mean, if I have a business and everything, I love Italy, but Italy is like, pisses me off because Italians, you know, Italy, they got everything. But then they got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
True.
Because you know, the mentality is,
Fabrizio, let me ask you: is this your first podcast you ever done?
is this my first pod? No, I did a bar stool thing
you
like a
did?
while ago.
How did you think this went? Did
How'd
it
you go?
exceed expectations or?
This one?
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's like we're
good
sitting
time?
down,
Yeah, we're chilling.
chit-chatting with friends. It's I like
I really
it.
appreciate you coming today. And if you guys watch this, make sure to follow Fabrizio. I think your story's great, but I think you're gonna even have a better story. I think when we do our part 2, it's gonna be like, I did it. You know?
Yes, sir. That's
I
the goal.
see it happen.
That's the goal. Make it happen. Eh?
Yeah. Well, listen, but for the record, you were the hardest person to get on the podcast so far. It was easier to get Chaz than you.
Oh, Chaz Palminteri. I'm on my knees. I kiss the hand of the man.
Before we go, who are some of the people besides Stallone and that you mentioned already that you really like idolize and appreciate their work as Italians and Italian Americans?
I mean, I like, of course, Chaz Palminteri is another inspiration because also those guys, they come from the nightclubs. You know what I mean? From the nightlife.
Chaz was a door guy too.
Chaz was a door guy too. You know, and then he wrote the Bronx Tale, and then the rest is history. But I like those guys that they come from nothing, that they made their own paper, and they
Hustlers.
And I like hustlers, and I like those guys that they go against all odds, like a Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Joe Pesci. I mean, I love those guys. I mean, even if they are not Italian American, I like Jason Statham. I like Benicio del Toro. I like Gary Oldman, Ted Levine, all these guys that I like the guys that they got a face.
Yeah.
When you look at them in
Legends.
when you look at them, Liam Neeson, when you look at them in the eyes, you'd be like,
He's the
you
guy.
know what I mean? You don't even have to talk.
I love that.
I like that. I don't like the overly, you know, trying too hard. I like, it's like either you have it
Or you don't.
or you don't.
That's fire. Rock, you got anything else you want to say before?
I'm in awe. I mean, when you walk into the room, I feel like you're the loudest person, but you don't have to say anything.
Oh, he's not he the most profound.
Profound. Yeah, like you just know that your presence is felt. So
Thank you.
Whatever you're doing, obviously, is working.
Guys, make sure to follow Fabrizio on social media. Stay in tune. We got some behind the scenes on the Patreon. Check it out. How you doing?
Giverin.